Thank you very much. Just to give an intro here, my name's Gabe. I do consulting work for EY. EY is a Big Four consulting firm for anybody that does not know. We have a really big blockchain presence, especially in the US. We have a team of 50 or 60 people in the US that do end-to-end blockchain implementations for different companies, from anything to supply chain to something like NFTs. So getting into it, I help out on a lot of our NFT use cases, especially on the consumer product goods side of things. So I'm gonna cover what we do in NFTs, business concerns, business incentives, and then what, from my experience working with these companies, what I think is going to come next in NFTs. What does EY blockchain do in NFTs? We kind of do end-to-end, anything from risk, legal, so the risk assessments, third-party risk assessments, custody assessments, policy and procedure reviews for legal, and then we also do like end-to-end tech implementation. So kind of end-to-end stuff from EY, but enough shilling us. Let's get into the actual business concern. So what businesses are talking about when it comes to NFTs? So the first thing that they have questions about is custody. So a lot of times businesses do not want to custody crypto, they don't want to custody NFTs, and so we're seeing companies like Starbucks kind of go around this by hiring people like Nifty Gateway to manage their NFTs, and they're also not taking royalties on things like OpenSea. So if you go take your Starbucks NFT to your wallet traded on OpenSea, the royalties are set to 0 right now because they don't know how they want to manage crypto. The other concern is privacy and security. So with these public blockchain solutions that are rolling out to retail, companies are kind of they're kind of scared of it because they don't want other companies seeing who their most loyal customers are and being able to market to those individuals. The third thing that they have questions about is KYC. So I know we've had a lot of talks about KYC with all of the lawyers here, but this is something that they need to take into account. And so we're seeing companies either do this at primary point of sale, but we're also seeing teams like Artifact do some interesting stuff where you don't have to do KYC immediately when you buy the product. You just have to kind of announce what your address is when you want to claim the physical product. So interesting way to tie people back to wallets. And then the final thing that businesses are obviously having questions about is good old regulation. It's obviously a changing space. There's been some great talks up here about the regulation in the space right now. Something like the Dapper Labs case that was just talked about recently is something that we have had our eyes on and are talking to clients about. So business incentives, why do companies want to use NFTs? Obviously, everybody in this room probably has a good idea here, but breaking it down, the first one is just comfortability with blockchain. So broader than NFTs, companies want to know how they can use blockchain and get comfortable with the technology, whether it's with their supply chain, whether it's with retail solutions. They want to get comfortable with blockchain. And so NFTs is a good way to do that, whether it's internal NFTs or external to the public. The second reason is trackability. So NFTs give a really interesting way to track their customers and see what other brands they're interacting with in order to kind of do possible brand collaborations, whether it's with Web3 native or other retail products. The third one is marketing. So when we're going to these companies, we're often having to talk with their CMO and their marketing team. So this is generally the team that we're going out with. They want to reach other market segments that they haven't been able to reach in the past. So marketing is definitely a team that we are talking with when we go and implement these. The fourth one, pretty obvious here, but financial incentives, broader than just primary sales, there's great financial incentives, and we kind of really open companies' eyes to the secondary sales, especially of physical goods that they aren't seeing now. So if you can tokenize physical goods, and now you are realizing a secondary market and tracking it and benefiting from it that you haven't been able to do in the past, it really opens their eyes here. And then the fifth is kind of incenting brand loyalty and rewarding loyal customers for their actions and their loyalty to your brand. So what's next? So based on companies that we've worked with, I think there's some overarching themes in the space that we're starting to realize and understand about what's going to come next with NFTs with these brands. So first, kind of top 3 bullets here kind of go hand in hand. So you're going to have a lot of companies that need to integrate seamlessly into systems that they currently have. So it can't, I don't think the future for NFTs is something like Starbucks has now with Nifty Gateway and having to go to a different site and having to create a whole new account and only being able to access on desktop. There's going to be seamless integration into current apps, and I think there's some great third-party services that are making wallet-as-a-service technology that are enabling this. The last one is opt-in programs. So companies need to create ways to kind of still use their existing business systems while giving their customers the opportunity to opt in to these NFT programs. So I'm missing some text here at the bottom, but the bullets on the left are what we see coming in the near term, while the bullets on the right is kind of later down the line. So I think we're going to continue to see this in-app loyalty programs, kind of like Starbucks is doing, but it's going to be in-app rather than separated. I think there's going to be more like POAPs for like real-life interactions, not just like NFT conferences, but more broader everyday interactions within stores just to incentivize consumer behavior. The third one is employee rewards. So these last two, we have companies come to us, they say, hey, we think NFTs would be great, but we don't know if we're ready to make the jump fully into retail NFTs, give them to the public. And so what they'll do is they'll do internal use cases like employee rewards, where their employees can get comfortable with blockchain without having the risk of going public. Later down the line, I think these are all great use cases, and I think they will come eventually, but for the time being, large-scale ticketing, I think there's some cool things that Ticketmaster and other ticketing solutions are doing with ticketing. But I think when it comes to actual NFT tickets, I think there's a lot of work that needs to be done here because generally Ticketmaster and Live Nation kind of run the ticketing business, and there isn't a ton of incentives for them to go fully on-chain with those tickets. I think DID and decentralized identity is a killer use case for NFTs. I think all these NFTs are going to tie back into kind of your digital identity later down the line, and that kind of rolls into sign-in with Ethereum, which we're seeing on some applications now. Wrapping up here. EY hosts a yearly EY Blockchain Summit. It's held from May 9th to the 12th. You can attend online. You can sign up at blockchain.ey.com. If anybody wants to contact me, there's my email there. I'm on LinkedIn. But yeah, thanks everybody for your time.